to another video. As you can tell by the title of this video, we're doing 5 reasons why you aren't losing or gaining weight like you want to. It's currently 7:45 in the morning and I'm about to go hit my workout. I never work out in the morning and I don't prefer it because I prefer that I have like a ton of water in me already, some carbs, and I just feel better overall, just feel stronger. Reason number 1 why you could not be losing weight or gaining weight is because you're not committed. I want you to think about this. Are you committed or are you interested? There's a huge bridge between those two. And commitment is honestly hand in hand with discipline is what it takes to whatever you're doing. If you want to lose weight, if you want to gain weight, if you're chasing after your dream job, if you're starting your own business, anything, just constantly be investing in yourself, constantly be learning, constantly be pursuing that goal of yours, whether it's like cutting body fat again, gaining muscle, just anything school related, anything. Just commit yourself, put in the time and put in the effort, and results will come, I promise you. You're not going to get anywhere by just thinking about that goal of yours, just being interested in that goal of yours and not actually doing what it takes to commit yourself to that goal, whatever it is. For example, guys, if you're committing to a diet, like the topic of this video, if you're committing to losing weight or even gaining weight, an example of commitment would be 1, maybe a gym membership, going to the gym 5 to 6 times a week, or 2, going to the grocery store and doing a grocery haul. Shameless plug, go check out my grocery haul video. But do a grocery haul and get groceries that you know that will fit your diet and help you lose or gain weight. Buy a body weight scale, buy a food scale. And then once you do that, just don't let it sit there. Actually be disciplined. And when you become disciplined over motivated, I went over this in my last video, it becomes less of an option for you. You feel like don't go to the gym, you feel like not going to the gym one day, it's not an option. If you're disciplined, you'll go no matter what and find a way to make that workout good. Workout complete. Actually had a really good workout considering that it was first thing in the morning for me. I usually don't like first thing in the morning workouts because I feel kind of weak, my joints are stiff and everything, but one rule that I live by, I'm still breathing heavy. One rule that I live by, whether it's a morning workout or anything, is I try to have over 32 ounces or over 32 ounces in like 30 minutes or like 45 minutes before my workout. When I do that, I actually come in more hydrated, meaning that I sweat more, and when I'm sweating more, it helps me focus and have like a way better workout. So I 1, sweat more, and 2, I actually get a better pump. If I go in like dehydrated or anything, I don't really feel my muscles contracting or working and I don't get that so-called pump. So when I drink that 32 ounces of water, I come in, I'm vascular, I'm having a great freaking workout. So one tip for you guys, drink water before you work out, like a lot of it. Reason number 2 to where you aren't losing weight or gaining weight like you want to is simply, are you in 1, a caloric deficit, or if you're trying to gain weight, 2, are you in a surplus? If you guys watched my how to track macros video, I went over this. I know it's kind of a long video, so I assume that some of you guys didn't make it through that whole talk, but simply just times your body weight, know your body weight, by 14 to 16, depending on how active you are. For me, I'm a 15, so I do my body weight times 15, and that is your maintenance calories. So those are the calories that you eat every day to maintain the same weight. If you want to be in a deficit, subtract 500 from that. If you want to be in a surplus, add 500 to that. And it's really that simple. So are you in a deficit? Are you in a surplus? And you have to be consistent with that. You have to hit that same calorie number throughout the whole week. So it's calories in, calories out. Let's say that I'm bulking and I hit 3,200 calories one day and I hit like 1,800 the next day. Basically that surplus just cancels out. So you had to be consistent with it, and what I like to do is weigh myself 7 times a week and take the average of all those weigh-ins, and that will be my weekly weigh-in. So I kind of look at what my average weigh-in from the week is to determine my weight. And if you're losing weight, you want to be losing like 1 to 2 pounds a week, like half a pound to 2 pounds a week. If you're gaining weight, you want to gain around a half pound to like 1.5 pounds a week. So make sure you're hitting those numbers consistently throughout the week and track your weekly weigh-ins. Reason number 3 why you're not losing or gaining weight: sustainability. Sustainability. What I mean by this is you should be able to, whatever your diet you're doing, you should be able to enjoy it for the most part. Obviously when I was on competition prep, I honestly enjoyed it for like the first 1 to 2 months, but then when I got to like unhealthy body fat levels, it got hard. But for most people that aren't doing prep, choose a sustainable diet, whether you're cutting or bulking. So this could be a trendy diet. I personally am not a fan of those, but if it works for you, then do it. So you can do like keto, paleo, Weight Watchers, low fat, which is personally what I do, flexible dieting, tracking your macros. Low fat is what I like because my body responds well to high carbs, and I like the flexibility of tracking your macros. So if you do it, if it fits your macros, flexible dieting, I can basically eat whatever I want. I mainly try to eat healthy foods, but I can basically eat whatever I want as long as it fits my numbers, and that is sustainable for me because I can enjoy that. Like I can eat the foods that I enjoy every single day, lose weight or gain weight. So choose a diet that you will enjoy, make it easy on yourself, and it will be 100 times easier, I promise. Reason number 4 why you aren't losing any more weight: there's a possibility that you've done a crash diet. I've seen this mistake happen many times with people that aren't really educated and are just throwing themselves into diets. What a crash diet is you're essentially putting yourself in too much of a deficit. So like I said earlier, you only want to be in a 500 calorie deficit at the most. Any more than that, you're going to be losing weight too quickly. What happens when you lose weight too quickly is, 1, you lose muscle. This also goes hand in hand with not eating your body weight in protein, 1 gram a pound of body weight. You will lose too much muscle, and this will give you an effect that people like to call skinny fat. So you're just gonna lose way too much weight, way too quickly, and that may like look good and be like, oh, I just lost like 8 pounds this week. No, if you're dieting, take it slow, take your time. You're gonna see better results, I promise, because when you lose weight too quickly, you're just gonna dig yourself in too much of a hole, and that hole you're not gonna be able to lose any more weight. You're gonna lose it all too fast, and you're just gonna get stuck. And not only are you gonna get stuck, but you're gonna be more prone to a bad rebound. What I mean like this is like people will crash diet, lose a bunch of weight super fast, and then easily just put it back on in like the next like couple months. So take your time with your diet. It's gonna be more sustainable. It's gonna be better. You're gonna see better results. You won't lose as much muscle. Don't crash diet. Reason number 5 why you aren't losing or gaining weight is training. And I'm gonna go off into many branches of this training. So let's say you're someone that training or bodybuilding, exercise just really isn't your thing. That's fine. You can obviously still lose weight without exercising, and that will just require you to be in a caloric deficit. But if you are in already a caloric deficit and you're not losing any more weight, not seeing the results you want, I would recommend implementing any sort of exercise. That could be cardio, CrossFit, bodybuilding, anything. If you live an active lifestyle, it's going to go hand in hand with living a healthy lifestyle. It's going to keep you motivated to eat cleaner and fuel your body right. The more active you are, the more calories that you're going to burn each and every day. You're going to have a faster metabolism that's going to make it easier for you to lose weight, maintain your weight, but also make it hard for you to gain weight. If you are trying to bulk up, if you're trying to gain muscle, you're not gaining any more weight, but you're in a surplus, don't just eat a bunch more. If you're like me, I have a faster metabolism, so I actually go above 500 over maintenance, and I gain like half a pound to a pound a week. But in the midst of lean bulking, training is super important, especially if you're trying to pack on muscle. If you're not training, if you're not lifting weights, if you're not weight training while in that surplus, you're just gonna gain fat. You're simply not gonna gain muscle if you're not training. And to grow as a natural lifter, you need to be progressively overloading. And what I mean by this is week after week, try to increase the weight you're using, try to increase the frequency, try to increase the reps. Week by week, just get better and better, lift heavier, lift longer, build your endurance up, and you will see progress and you will get bigger and make some gains. So again, if training just isn't your thing, I would honestly just recommend doing any form of exercise. Walk around the block a few times, go walk on your treadmill, go on a light jog. The more active you are, the more calories you're gonna burn, the more weight you're gonna lose. If you're gaining weight, progressively overload, lift heavy, build muscle, and you'll gain the right weight. You don't want to gain that much fat when you're bulking. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope these 5 tips were beneficial to you. I hope you learned something, took away from this video. That is my ultimate goal when making these videos, is to give out my expertise, what I know, what's worked for me, and try to help you guys out there, try to motivate and influence you guys. Please drop a like on this video if it helped you out. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one.